school, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old.
You know what the most frustrating thing about dating is? That people that aren't dating right now don't understand how f***ing tough it is to be in the trenches.
Today we're going to be reacting to women on TikTok who are going viral trying to roast men. Let's get to it.
Watch this guy try move to me at the gym. Checks absolutely nothing on his phone. Looks over at me being busy sorting my wrist straps. These fucking straps taking up too much time. Makes a swift return. Sad lip.
So I want to share my perspective on this video. This gentleman walks up, he's looking for a machine to use, and he asks you, are you using the machine behind you? Why does he do this? Well, maybe some of your stuff is close to that machine. You know, we carry these big bags, these water jugs, these belts, all this stuff. Maybe some of it is close to the machine and he just wants to be kind and polite. Also, it looks like he might be new to the gym. He looks lost, confused. He looks like he might be a little bit intimidated. It's even to the point where you make fun of him for not knowing the name of the machine. And let me ask you this. If he were to jump on a machine that you were using and he didn't ask you and you caught that on film, would you post that to make fun of him? Something to think about. You know, it's really sad that you took this interaction and you had to post it and you had to shame this man to make him out to be a gym creep, that he's trying to hit on you just for attention and likes. The gym is a shared space. People are going to interact with you. This is harmless. This man asks you a question, you say no, and he moves on. This video never needs to be posted. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
I don't give a about none of them, to be honest, Winter.
Why is dating so hard?
What do you mean hard?
Do you know what hard means?
Yeah, like
difficult,
why,
Ashley, difficult.
Why do you think dating is hard? I wouldn't say it's hard. I feel like that's like an opinion.
Why do you think it's easy?
Say men are easy.
Men are easy.
This is exactly how women look at it. They look at men being easy because men are always chasing them. This is why guys have to learn to control your desires. Majority of what women are going through now and how they have been brainwashed is because they have been given a lot of power. So they look at everything as being easy. Let's get to it.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to do this anymore.
I want to keep doing it.
Why is it easy for you?
Because men are just easy.
So a woman gets sex easier than men?
I don't know, but I think it's easier to seduce a man than it is easier to seduce a woman.
Ways and why?
Because men are desperate and they'll talk to any woman that looks their way, but women will find the right man to let them talk to them.
So it's easier for a woman to get sex?
Sure, yeah.
Want a man.
Well, you can't knock her for that. That is absolutely true. It is easy for them to get it, which makes it easier for them to date. As a man, when it's all said and done, there's only one way to get women. You have to become the best version of yourself. You got to take care of the way you look. You got to be on your grind. You got to be able to get the money. A woman needs to always feel like she can be safe with you and protected. At the same time, knowing that there may be a chance you can go to another woman. Now, a lot of you guys out here, you may not think that that's true, but it's facts. If she thinks other girls want you, she's gonna love you.
And that's definitely going to be able to pay the bills, like take care of me, but I still want to be able to have the option to work and do like my career, have a career and still have kids.
Okay, so you want it all?
Yeah.
Okay, how much money is a man going to need to make to be able to pay all the bills for a family of 4?
Probably well over 400K.
What percentage of men in this country make over $400,000?
I would say maybe 2 to 4%.
Nigga, what?
See, the problem where women are having is they don't want to be average. No one wants to appear average. No one says, I want to be average. Everyone wants to live and be like a celebrity. So their goals are always headed towards that. When it comes to men, we have men now, you think that you have to be rich, you have to be 6 foot, you have to have a lot of money, you have to be the perfect guy in order to get the women, because you're living off of what's coming out of a woman's mouth. You should know by now what comes out of a woman's mouth is not what she really means. Her actions and what comes out of her mouth is different. That's what the more dominant male sees. He can see all the mood swings and games that a woman is playing. When women start talking like this girl right here, this is just a woman that's going to be sad and alone, and eventually is going to be desperate. Women have standards. They've always had standards, but they've never been able to reach them.
I'm not lying.
Get away, Abby.
Okay.
1%. So let's go back to what you said. I feel men don't care about what you feel. We think, act, and do. Men hit the financial stride between 45 and 55. Are you prepared to marry a man that's 45 years old or older?
No.
So you're a delusional black woman.
How much do you prefer?
And he's absolutely right. Caught in a fairy tale of delusion, because that's what they've been taught. But one thing is, at some point, women do wake up. It's just that when they wake up, it's typically too late. And then that's when you start getting the videos of women that have a hard time dating at 40.
Last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
You know what the most frustrating thing about dating is? That people that aren't dating right now don't understand how f***ing tough it is to be in the trenches. It's a job interview, one after another, after another, after another, for you to feel like you don't feel for anybody. And every time you go out with somebody new, you're just like, God damn it, will I ever feel again?
When they get to 40, it's when they realize that they've been making a lot of mistakes. But you have to realize, life is backwards. Women mature faster than men. And when men mature, they're way smarter than the women, because women are typically still caught in the delusions of their emotions ever since they were a younger child, if that makes any sense.
A man to make.
What the fuck? A trillionaire, bro.
Trillionaire?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay.
A trillionaire, like, or a billionaire, at least a billionaire.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, honestly, I know I'm gonna be making that shit in the future, so I don't even care about that shit.
Oh, like OnlyFans?
No, OnlyFans.
You're not with that?
No.
That's good, I like that. What do you consider as a green flag in a guy?
No toxic masculinity.
Describe that. What do you mean by toxic masculinity?
If you're gonna make a joke about a woman, like, go make me a sandwich, red flag.
Would you consider yourself a traditional woman?
Define traditional.
Somebody who puts the family first, who is willing to be provided for, somebody who nurtures the family. Also, I'd say purity and low body count.
No, I'm a preschool teacher, though. I'm very nurturing.
One thing about it is, you guys have to understand, when it came to those girls, they are outside the club being interviewed. A lot of women are talking like this because it just seems cool, but they're really speaking from a place of insecurity. Women are trying to convince men that they don't need them and that they're happy, and men are trying to convince women that they don't need them and that they're not happy. But both underneath really want to find love. It's just that now, if you look like you are in love, then you look like you're hurting. It's like now people who are in relationships are considered the bad people, and people who are single and can brag about being single are the cool people, when you just have a whole bunch of people that are hurting inside because they're confused to what to do. Society is telling them to do one thing, the internet is telling them to do another, but when you are at home, alone, by yourself, you know what you really want. And putting on this mask, walking outside your house, is what's keeping you single. Ladies, this is the main thing that's wrong with you. You have a mask, but underneath that, you really want to be a woman.
And she already had some kind of masculine features. This woman, she already had some kind of masculine features, like deeper voice, deeper whatever. She decided to be a man because she wanted to see how men were treated. Not sex change, an experiment. She ended up killing herself after like a year and a half of this because she said she was treated so horribly by women that she couldn't even believe that this is how men lived.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better.
And And I was like, no fucking way. But I can see it. I can see that you guys don't speak up. You don't say the things that we need to hear because you want to love us. You want to support us. You want to be there for us. But you guys are supposed to be. You're supposed to be the strong one. Yeah. You're supposed to be these things. And yet we've been fighting to be your equal, fighting to be the alpha. And out of kindness, you guys are stepping back, but it's a losing war for both of us.
Yeah. She's right. It is a losing war for both. Because both do not want to be hurt, but women want to be empowered over men. That is the biggest mistake that's happening with women right now. And the thing is, a lot of you young girls, you're not going to see it till you 40. This is why you need to go back and watch those videos of the 40-year-old women who are having a hard time dating, because at that age, you are going to be that girl that guys only want to sleep with. The girls that are bragging about being liberated now, I'm single, I don't need a man, I can go be who I want to be, my body, my choice. When you get older, you're right. That's all you're going to be for the rest of your life. So once you choose to step on that side of life, women, you have to understand, you will be liberated forever. You will be in your 40s and men are going to look at you as being liberated. You're only going to attract the worst type of guy. It's not going to be there. You need to start paying attention to older women because they'll lead you astray. The problem is a lot of you good girls out there, you're done too. And the reason why you're done is because you're overpowered by all the feminists and all the independent women that are making women look bad. But when it comes to a man, all he has to do is better himself, and he's going to always have the women coming after him because there's less men that are striving to be the best version of themselves. So the less of those men get all the women. It has always been like that. This is sad too. A woman took herself out just pretending to be a man. Pretending to be a man. She took herself out. This isn't even about like going to go work a job as a man. Now imagine a woman going to go work a job as a man and then turns around and tries to pretend to be a man. All right? Look at trans. They're pretending and none of them are happy.
Going out there and deliberately deciding to have a child as a single parent.
What would you rather?
I'd rather you shut your legs and don't have no children.
Auntie.
If you can't be in a healthy relationship with a man and woman together, getting on well, to raise a child together, and you're deliberately going out there and choosing to have a child as a single parent, shut your legs.
Rather have a child with two parents in separate homes than to have them under one home in a toxic situation.
You're picking to be a single parent without even trying.
No, I don't have the mental capacity to have to trust somebody who I don't know the ins and outs of.
Maybe you don't have the mental capacity
to have a child.
General.
I would rather feel pain where I can actually deal with it better than to have to feel pain from someone else whose actions I cannot control.
The last thing she said was from somebody she can't control. Yeah, that is your problem.
Yeah. I would rather be in a situation where I can control myself and not have to be always influenced or hurt by
why wouldn't you just
actions.
not have? If you want to make life about you and what you want, don't have kids.
But it's not about me and what I want.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It is. Dinava. Wait. Okay, if you're putting your feelings above the kid. So if you're saying, because I don't want to get along with a man, I can't control his actions. Your words. Okay. So because you're putting your feelings above what's best for a child. So if that's what you want to do, then why would you have a child?
And that's the big thing here. Women want it all. At the end of the day, a woman really wants to be a mother when it's all said and done. This is why you got so many hood boogers with kids. No matter how it's sliced and diced, you're going to always see women with children. You always see ugly women that you're like, how does this ugly girl have kids? It's because all women want kids, and it's easy for them to have children because there's always a desperate man standing around. This is how a lot of you desperate guys get caught up and becoming baby fathers. It's because women find a way to trap the weaker vessel to turn you into a slave, so she still gets the glory of being a mother while competing with a man at the same time. The world now has just been flipped upside down. The best thing for men to do, you can take the power back. And one of the ways that you take the power back is actually looking outside the box. When you stop and you study females' nature, one thing that you're going to understand about women, most of them are lying. Another thing is, these younger girls are so insecure and so confused about life, they're trying to do anything for attention and practice women empowerment at the same time. If you find a woman that's on the same plan as you, you need to separate yourself from everybody and stop trying to be friends with everybody and build your own kingdom. But for the most part, men and women, society has destroyed the connection. This is AnthonySpade. Hopefully you guys get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.